What I have to present today, I debated on whether or not I should ever show it. Reason being is because it does have a backstory. Um, it happens to coincide with some other weird events. So, yes, this is going to be one of those little strange paranormal type things going on. Hear the woodpecker? Anyway, so we're all familiar by now, I hope, about the existence of flashing lights around here, right? And there has been this flashing light phenomena near the front entrance to the cemetery, more specifically on the east end of the entrance. Now, there's somebody actually that's out there on Facebook. I think they may have removed their post, so I believe it was a woman. So if you're listening to this, please respond. You had recorded some strange flashing light as you were walking on the old road toward the cemetery entrance. I didn't get a chance to kind of extract it from Facebook to look at it more. I did do some freeze frames, and what I found interesting about her stuff matched up with some other material I had. So please, if you're out there, come forward. I really need a copy of this thing, like a full copy. This is about those flashing lights, right? However, the story is going to get a little extra strange and pretty cool in my opinion. So we remember, I got to take you back a little bit. You remember when Rick the caretaker tried to go by with his bicycle and try to kick me as usual, and he fell on his face, and it happened to be that day the police came out and put up the trail cam. So that being just kind of part of the story, set it aside a little bit, so it just gives you an idea of the day reference. When Rick had left, I knew that I was probably gonna, get a FOIA request on whatever we could, whether it be a video or pictures or whatever. But part of the, can't believe I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I've already told you enough crazy stuff, I guess, huh? So I went into another one of my meditation sessions. This one was playful, but at the same time, it was another one of these, let's see what we can accomplish here. So I assume whatever this intelligence is knows a lot, right? So it knows how a camera operates, let's say. But through my thought train and my meditation, I said, I'm going to be doing this FOIA request. I'm going to request all these pictures and video. I think it would be interesting for you to display some sort of activity on these photographs, if you could. And I explained that all you have to do is wait until a group of people walk past the camera. And I would do things like visualize where the camera is and whatnot. Not that I really need to do that. But this is just one of those little processes that hopefully you get the gist of it all. I won't go through this long thing that I did in my head. But one of the important parts is I knew that this was starting to become a repeat event, where I was actually seeing it, others, this constant flashing in that area by the cemetery entrance. So I happened to just pick this one specific spot, and I visualized in meditation where to present the effect. And what was the effect? What I wanted a demonstration of was, we know that some of these balls, or I know at least, some of these balls of light, before they become light, are black. Sometimes you can see them with the eye. Sometimes you need the camera to assist. What I wanted was them to not just to display another ball like that with the tail. It was very specific on this. The ball with the tail, whether the ball would flash brilliantly in light or if it just stayed dark. I kind of wanted to eyeball the darkness a little bit, just to get a better look at it, just for my understanding. So if they could present this crazy stuff that I'm putting in my head, hey, great, maybe we'll learn something. And I pictured like this black mass little area. There's like this blackish thing, and my theory though for a while was, are these balls coming out of another reality, another whatever you want to call it, dimension, whatever word you want to pick? Were they coming out of it at any point? And I wanted a demonstration of that. And the best way I could visualize it was there was an opening of white light as this ball comes through it. So anyway, I have this, it's hard to describe this because it's in my head, right? Well, I guess it ain't so hard. So I've been sitting on this since I requested those photos from the trail cam. What's good about this game, again, if you go back to my other videos, it's that second, third party thing. I have no control over the police camera. The police have no incentive to falsify anything. Let's say of a paranormal nature, whatever. Hopefully you're getting the whole gist of that. So that's where this game comes in very handy. I did ask that multiple people be around the vicinity of the anomaly that they could present, to see if the people would react to it or not, if they could see it. So what ended up happening, I'm going to show you just this one photograph. Here is the result of this FOIA request. Now, I just happened to come across it, and this is towards sundown. Actually, the sun should be pretty much on the horizon. The camera's about to go to infrared mode. So some of the previous shots, maybe I could throw a few in there. It looks like there's more light than is available. It looks like nicer. So we know how our cameras are these days. It just brings out that light. Looks like there's more daylight than there really is. So, but the important thing is that there's nothing going to be reflecting. There's nothing that should be shining on this kind of stuff. Throughout this entire photograph, it was just obvious to me as I'm just kind of looking at, there's this big white spot by the gate. And as I zoomed in, I saw the black ball thing traveling east, and it's got this little tail to it and all that kind of stuff. And there happens to be this white thing. You see it. I'm going to display it, obviously. You're probably looking at the entire time I'm putting it up here. So, very odd, very strange. I wish I could go further in some of the events that have happened around this gate, but maybe I just shouldn't sit on some of this material. This is just one of those things that I can't touch it. Even if my story, let's say I'm lying to you and I'm just total full of shit, you know, what is that? What do you think that is? Now, some people think it's, you know, well, I shouldn't say some. One person I was able to show this to goes, oh, that's somebody standing on the gate. Nope. So I'm going to throw in a couple more shots. Here's me. Somebody took some pictures of me during my test. This is probably weeks after my request to get the photos. So it's still a good time frame of the way things looked. And it's just me, you know, standing on the fence and stuff like that. This is not a common thing, by the way. You know, I've been out here a lot. Not many people like to go hang out on the fence like that. So it's very uncommon if it was a person, right? Somehow, some way. But no, there isn't. If you keep taking a look at these photographs, and I'll probably provide some links so you can actually download the original photographs for yourself, including the folder of all the police cam, the trail cam pictures. You know, go at it, have fun, take a look at this stuff. It's odd. To me, it's an anomaly in itself, but there is that backstory. The backstory of me doing that meditation stuff again. You know, anybody can do this kind of thing. I wish more people would actually try this stuff. Again, don't think of it as dead people. You'll get farther if you stop thinking about the concept of the dead aspect, okay? So, whatever this intelligence is can react to you. Present it in ways that are non-selfish. Don't make it about you. Make it about just a learning experience, you know, things like that. Just my advice. Well, I guess that's my cue. The plane's coming in. I'm going to end this one. Have fun. Enjoy the photograph, and give me some comments. What the hell do you think it is?